Hey, Doug, we're live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into another Clubhouse Crew Live. It's Tuesday night, Tuesday after being down the parks and having a good time, and we'll probably talk a little bit about that tonight. More about that on Friday. I got a bunch of things to share on Friday when we do our show, including all of these amazing donations that Debbie F. Cook did for our event. So I'm really excited. I'll be doing a lot of that, sharing that on Friday and all the good stuff. I got cookies that Omar gave me that I'm supposed to eat in front of Doug. I think I'll do that on Friday too. He also gave me Christmas cards for Doug's thing too, which was pretty. I forgot to tell Doug about that. So I got Christmas cards galore, as it might be. So got some good friends in here tonight. Of course, Cakes and Mandy are traveling. Tina Marie is working, so she couldn't come in. Jen has stuff going on with her son with basketball practice, and so I said, okay, hey, who can we go find to bring in? And I called up Doug and said, who should we bring in? And he said, well, first make sure that Jen's here so we have the proper perspective on everything for all the screwed up answers we'll give. So Ken has got Jen with us here tonight, which I'm excited about because that means Lily is probably 3D fabricating knives and forks that I'll get hit with in June right now in another room. But we got Scallywag Steve here who's going to have fun with us, have some laughs, be on his best behavior. And we got Disney Baker who will be here tonight with us, having fun and not being on any behavior. So it's going to be a good time here. So let's get everybody in here and say hello to the chat, and we'll get rocking. Hello, friends. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hi, Pete.
We'll go to Ken and Jen first. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, thank you.
We're doing excellent. Our house is empty. We got those Ohio people out of here, so.
You evicted them.
Yeah, get out. I've had enough of the complaining. Mandy could have stayed. Cakes, man, just whining. Get out of here. Go back to Ohio. I've had it. So.
He told me that he enjoyed the accommodations. He said the maid service was fantastic, but the guy running cleanup didn't do a very good job. So that's what he said. I don't know what that meant, but I take it with a grain of salt there. So, Mr. Scallywag Steve, how are you, sir?
Fantastic, Peter. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a Tuesday night, and things are happening all over the world, and we are here sitting having some fun. So I'm glad about that. How's your weather? Looks pretty nice. You're sitting outside, so
it was sunny and 78 today, so it was beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Decided it was nice enough to sit outside this evening.
Thank you for wearing a shirt. We appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Now I can't promise you if Albert shows up that he'll have a shirt on, but
well, we'll keep him on the wayside. Baker, thank you for wearing a shirt. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you, Pete. It's a good day.
Good to see you this weekend when you were over at the parks. What do you got?
Pop rocks.
What are you, 12? Huh? What the heck? Okay. Baker's got pop rocks. Okay. Doug, how are you? It's good to see you on the stream.
Yes. All right. We're live?
Yes, we're live.
Are you watching curling?
No, I watched that earlier. We got silver. I'm watching cross-country skiing right now.
There you go.
I'm doing well. I'm doing
Good.
well.
What
It was
country?
53 and sunny here today.
Okay. Well, that's better than I think. I don't know what we had. I didn't even look at. I didn't
That's
go
not
outside.
bad.
So I don't know.
Well, I'll take that.
Well, let's just keep that rolling this way so we can get that weather out of the way. Well, let's do a
Yeah.
quick hello to everybody in the chat, and then we'll talk about some of the topics. We got some fun stuff to chat about tonight and have some laughs. Teresa Score, hello. Annie22, Mike Beachman, Debbie Bernfeld, hello. Welcome in. George S. Cook, hello. I said Teresa. Katie Phillips, hello. And the whole thing
Be
just
nice to her, Ken.
Thank you, Doug.
There we go. Vicky
Not
Gillespie,
that
hello.
nice.
Vicky Gillespie, hello. Francisco, hello. Debbie F. Cook,
Not bad.
hello. Dame Dystopia, hello. Jim Wilson, hello.
YouTube sensation.
Okay. T. Marie's Place, hello. Janice Disney, hello. Haunted Minnie, welcome in. Boop, 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 boop. Dropping down. Stumping all over. Jim Wilson, I'm not sure if I got you, but I'm making sure I did. Nicole, hello. Alex, hello. Candy, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining tonight. Lucinda, welcome in. And it goes to commercial. God, I love this.
Okay.
Jump back up. I know I'm going to miss people now. I apologize because this is just skipping all over the place. And it throws you off your track of who you did say hello and who you didn't say hello to. There we go. Back in there. Janice Disney, getting you again. Hello. Monorail Molly, hello. Look at all the friends on the screen. Hello, Monorail Molly. And there's Molly's mom. Team Ohio in the chat there for us.
Those were from ones we went.
Keith, hello. Mr. Winter, I'm not sure if I got you. I can't remember where I jumped off here. It went so crazy. Little Mermaid, Belinda, hello. Welcome in. Movie Mania Nick, hello. Good to see you. Disney Baker, hello. In the chat, Benjamin Elliott. Okay, I think I got everybody caught up. Welcome in. If I did miss you, I apologize. This thing was scattering all over the place. Let's highlight a couple things here as we're going in. We're going to have some fun talking about some great topics tonight. And as we remind everybody, it's called a joke. Don't.
Hi, Doug.
Lily, thank you for being a member for 3 months, dear. Appreciate you. And also Mike Beachman for 36 months. Thank you so much. Doug, we're well past that. We're going over the topics. All right, let's get over here into the topics, and it's called a joke. We used to tell them before people got offended for everything. We're going to talk about topics tonight and have some fun. Not everything may be to your liking, but remember, there's two sides to every story, and we respect both sides of the story. So we got good stuff tonight. I think interesting conversational stuff that applies. But first, we've got to get into what happened this weekend, and that was the Seattle Seahawks. Baker, I'll start with you. Did you watch any of the Super Bowl at all?
I watched the whole Super Bowl.
It was not much of a game, unfortunately.
Well, the one kicker knew how to do his job. So, and then you had a quarterback that won the whole thing that everybody signed off on, and he proved everybody wrong.
There you go. Jenny, what'd you guys think of the Seattle champions for their second ring?
I can honestly tell you, Pete, that I am almost 50 years old. This is the first Super Bowl where I can honestly tell you, I did not watch a second of it live. I have not seen a replay of it. I have not seen highlights of it. I really have not seen a thing. Other than the final score, we had to keep that couple from Ohio entertained on Sunday night, so it was busy.
Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. Mark F., hello, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. How about you, Doug? It was a boring Super Bowl in a lot of ways for a lot of people.
See, and I totally disagree.
Okay.
I love defensive games.
Okay.
I love to see defenses take over the game.
Well, that did
And
happen.
that's what Seattle's defense just I don't think Walker should have been the MVP. I think the entire defense should have been the MVP.
Yeah, well, they never do that. They want it to be one person so they can send them somewhere and do all that. So, you know, what are you going to do? Nothing you do
Yeah,
there. But.
I love the game. There were moments where, yeah, I mean, it got exciting, but I love a good defensive struggle.
Okay. Steve, how'd you feel about it?
So first, Ken, I know you were hosting, but one thing about Cakes, he should be used to not paying attention to the Super Bowl. So it just he should be. The
Wow.
whole state of Ohio should be used to that. But anyway, back to that. Look at Doug. I agree with Doug. But I'm a little different with, I think Seattle's defense, it's so good, but it's different than if you guys remember the Legion of Boom defense.
Right.
It's different. They play it differently because the Legion of Boom defense, they blitzed a bunch and their DBs just got up and like beat people up. This defense doesn't blitz. They get pressure just from their front four, and they just, it's completely different than the Legion of Boom, but man, are they good.
Yeah. Well, they got what they deserved. Welcome in, Dean. The turkey likes your buddy. They got what they
deserved. Oh yeah, they're the better team. I mean, I heard people talking about the Patriots had an easy way, and the Patriots did have an easy schedule. You figure they had a 3-14 schedule.
Yeah,
they went 3-14 last year, so they had a 3-14 schedule.
Yep. I agree. It was, overall, take it for what you leave it. The season's over. Football's done. Baseball's here for all those people who love that. Basketball's coming up on the playoffs and the college playoffs. Of course, the bigger thing, we got the Olympics going. We'll go around real quick. I don't have any Olympic stuff to pull up here, but I did want to touch base real quickly because a lot of it's in preliminary. And I'll go to Ken and Jen first. But my thoughts is, first off, the skating has been unreal, whether it's the speed skating or it's the competition skating. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching that. Of course, ladies hockey is out there. I haven't seen the men's play. I don't think they've played yet. Saw the women's play 2 games. They've looked really, really good. And USA is, hanging in there around some of the other stuff. But, of course, as it is, the Swiss will be owning the slopes and everything. But are you excited about what you're seeing so far, Kenny and Jen, about, with everything with the Olympics so far?
I'm very excited for the Olympics. Unfortunately, we haven't watched too much. I mean, for me personally, but I'm excited to catch up and see what's happening. I mean, probably the biggest one is I know Lindsey Vonn, but that's, I think,
it's a shame.
Yes, it is.
That's a great point.
Again, going back, I had to entertain some people from Ohio all weekend. But today was the first day where I actually got to sit down working here and having the TV on. I had the U.S. Canada women's hockey game on, which was a blowout. U.S. took care of that, and I watched the curling finals today, the mixed finals for curling, and the women's short track speed skating, which I know we were talking about earlier. That's impressive stuff. I can't figure out how they do that stuff. I mean, that short track speed skating, man, that's unbelievable what those athletes do on there. I think that's one of my favorite sports now to watch during the Winter Games.
Yeah, there was a crash today that was pretty bad. One of the U.S. girls went down, but yeah, that's impressive to watch. 100%. Matthew Walter, welcome in. Jim Wilson said the men's starts tomorrow. Good deal. And Mr. Thibodeau is here as well. Doug, what do you think? I know you said earlier you're liking the cross country skiing.
Oh my goodness, I love it all. I have usually trying Belinda crazy. Usually I have because I do have the Peacock, so I usually have the 2 main broadcasts on the big TVs, and then I'll have like a tablet, another laptop, another screen, another phone. I'll have like 7 or 8 things going at once. So
that's awesome
I
that
love it.
technology allows that.
The only thing I'm disappointed in, have you seen the reports that everybody's medals are breaking?
Oh no.
Yep. People have celebrated and they're just jumping up and down in excitement, and the whole medal is just falling off.
Wow, that's really sad. I hope they fix
So
that.
that's something the Italians need to get fixed. So
Yeah, 'cause that's really disappointing if medals from an Olympic Games are cheap enough that it's like your kids happy glad you played type of medal type thing and falling apart like that. That's very disappointing because that should be something worth a little bit of money because I know they used to be in the past. So uh, man, that's first I heard of that. Molly's mom says,
yeah,
"Hey, I love the Olympics. Haven't watched a Hallmark movie since the Olympics started. That's saying something in its own. If she has not watched
That's
a
big.
Hallmark movie, that's
That's
huge.
big.
That is commitment." So, Steve, what do you think of the Olympics?
I listen. I am all in on the Olympics too. I love it. I have watched it. Me and my sixth graders watched the curling today. We put it on, and while they were doing their seat work, we were watching curling. And it's funny. My science lesson today was about part of it was about friction, and so we actually talked about the friction on the ice and why they sweep the ice and everything with friction. But yeah, we
Wait,
already know that we already know we're watching the some hockey in our classroom coming up when it starts. Yeah,
I love
we
it.
have time in our day that I'm going to share the Olympics with my kids.
I love it. I think that's awesome. John Corndog, welcome in. Baker, how about you? Any getting into the Olympics at all?
I'm waiting for a skydiving competition.
Yeah. There won't be any of that.
it's on,
No,
Baker,
that's similar.
I don't think
It's
they
on right
do that.
now. There's something
Ski
similar to that
jumping,
on right now.
ski jumping.
Yeah, they're doing that right now.
I'll have to turn it on before it's over.
There you go. All right, let's get into some chat here about some stuff here. And I'll be curious to see what you guys find the most interesting on this. Again, in this, let me pull it over here to my main screen so that I can see it a little bit easier. I pull these off of different sites on Facebook, and whenever I do, come on, how far is YouTube behind tonight? Good Lord. It's like almost 20 seconds. This is
Pete,
not
I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. These figures are daily averages based on reported annual estimates and are subject to be adjustments. It's not the official full Disney data, but it's close here. So this says over 205,000 beverages, sodas, Coca-Cola are consumed daily. 35,000 water bottles are sold daily. I would have thought it would have been more personally, looking at that based on soda, but 27,000 burgers are eaten per day, 16,000 hot dogs consumed. A lot of that at Casey's, obviously. Casey's a big player there. Magic Adventures, welcome in. 9,000 Mickey bars are eaten. Good Lord. 4,400 to 5,500 turkey legs devoured. 13,000 bags of popcorn done up, and then some fun food fact: pizza up to 1,200 slices of pizza per hour capacity can be made by Disney. Popcorn Mountain annual pile could reach 320,000 pounds high. That's nuts. And ketchup flow, estimated ketchup used in the parks, 175,000 gallons per year. Doug, I'll go to you to start out. Anything here surprise you or catch you off guard? I thought these were interesting little tidbits.
Well, when I'm there, I put a pretty big dent in the Coke, burgers, hot dogs, popcorn. Yeah, so that's not surprising. The turkey legs surprised me. I didn't know that many people like the turkey legs.
I do see a lot of people walking around with them.
Yeah, and then the ketchup we all know. Well, who doesn't want to eat Heinz ketchup? I mean, come on.
Yeah, you'd be out of your mind. I have to agree with that. There is no other ketchup. Everything else is false. So I fully agree with that. Okay. Steve, how about you? Jen says that's just how much popcorn cakes and Mandy had this weekend was
Nice.
13,000. So what do you think here? Anything surprise you?
I'm surprised by the water surprises me a little bit, but I understand the Coke consumption because people are trying to keep the caffeine in them to keep going. Hot dogs, that's got to be mostly cake. Although there's a hot dog that's kind of underrated. The hot dog over at it's at the stand that's near Test Track.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's pretty good hot dog.
They also have a good one out in California at one of the stands out there too that I understand that people talk about. So, okay, good points there. Baker, your thoughts? Water consumption could be down because of all the free water that you are an advocate of that you can get in the park, so that could lower it.
Absolutely. You just have to know where to get it so you're not getting the Disney swamp water. Anywhere that they have the fountain sodas is usually where I get water, but sometimes the ice that is made in their ice machine is not made with filtered water, so that kind of comes through. But I'll definitely say the burgers and the Mickey premium bars, definitely. I had one the other day. I had an ice cream Mickey sandwich, and I love the popcorn. And of course, I am a turkey leg connoisseur. The best thing I like to do is when I'm at Epcot and I know I'm going to Hollywood Studios, I get one at Epcot. I put it in a bag and I take it and walk through Hollywood Studios with it. And everybody's like, "Where'd you get that?" I go, "Epcot."
Interesting. Jen asked the question that many per day, which yeah, I mean that's hard to believe. That's the one that threw me off when I looked at this. So Jenny, Kenny, what do you think? Statistical snacks. What surprises you or catches your eye?
Yeah, I was gonna say the water too, but then I'm like, I use the fountain also to fill my bottle or the free cups. But I also buy bottles. Popcorn, I'm a little shocked because we eat a lot of popcorn.
It is good popcorn.
Me
You.
and you.
Yeah.
So Kenny?
If we drive to Disney and we're 10 minutes away and we forget the popcorn bucket, she forces me to turn around, go all the way home and get the popcorn bucket. Just an FYI. So,
And I'm just the opposite. I'll tell you that I bring the popcorn bucket every time and it sits in the hotel room.
yeah.
And then usually at the end of the trip I go, oh, I got a lot of those. I'm not even taking that home. So I end up leaving it. So
Yeah. I mean, all these numbers, my brain is thinking behind the scenes of how do they stock all this stuff? I mean, really, you think about it. I mean, where the heck are you storing 5,500 turkey legs a day? You know what I'm saying? So it's
warehouse. Well, Baker's probably seen the behind the scenes stuff, but I guarantee you, when they're buying Coca-Colas, we're talking now the bottles that they're selling.
Yeah.
They're buying them by the tractor trailer load. They're not buying them by the pallet. They're buying them by the tractor trailer load. And I was told by a guy who works for Coke, and I couldn't quantify it, but he told me that they would bring 10 tractor trailer loads of Coca-Cola products to the parks delivery per day. Now, whether that's true or not, could it be? When you're thinking about all these parks and what they do, I don't know. But, I mean, that's a lot, Yeah. And here's the other crazy thing. If they're bringing that much soda in, because I know how it's, bought on a bulk rate, they're probably buying Coca-Colas at 50 some cents a bottle, buying that much type of velocity, and they're selling them for $7. I mean, they're making profit hand over fist. So, but it is what it is.
And let's not forget that this is one of two places that the Coca-Cola from a fountain tastes completely different.
Yes, it's horrible.
Absolutely.
It's horrible.
What do you mean it's horrible?
I can't.
I love it.
Oh, Doug, no, it's made with that Florida water. No way. No, it's horrible to me.
I love
Florida water.
Oh no.
I love the Coke that they have in Disney, and it's the same as McDonald's. They do something different.
Now, see, McDonald's I like. I don't mind McDonald's, but I
Disney's the same way.
I got to tell the truth. The last 40 days, I switched over to Pepsi no sugar, and I'm drinking water. I feel like a horse. I'm drinking water like there's no tomorrow, trying to change things around with me. And soda doesn't have the same taste that it used to me. I actually sip it more like I'm drinking a cognac or something. I sip it and don't gulp it anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird now. Maybe I've lost all that with all these changes in my body. I don't know. So anyway, interesting stuff there. All right, let's talk about this.
We were talking about popcorn buckets with cakes the other day.
Yes.
And everybody says the same thing. The number one lost item in Walt Disney World and Disneyland is the popcorn lid. But if you go like this and you drill a hole in your lid and then drill a small hole in your popcorn bucket and use a zip tie, you don't lose your lid.
That's a good idea, Baker. Great idea. Thank you for sharing that.
This is the popcorn bucket. This is my 50th anniversary one, and I bring this to the park.
Look at Doug's face.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Steve, do that with my new one before I get down there.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Doug, that popcorn was good. I got your bucket, but I ate the popcorn.
That's fine.
Okay.
Good and deal. Popcorn, the popcorn in the Figment from last year, it does shrink back up because I haven't taken my popcorn out of that yet. It's just all shrunk up in there. It looks like a brain.
No, there you go. Sorry. Debbie Burnfeld.
Tell Lily, found the napkin.
Yay.
There you go. Someone else came in. Neil's here as well. Would Doug enjoy turkey leg cheese fondue? He probably would if it's cheese.
Nope.
Drill a hole in your lid, Neil. That's what he did. That's a good idea. I mean,
I would throw the turkey leg away and drink the cheese.
You're not trying to. Jen says that what she said. You're not trying to sell it on the open market. You're just trying to keep it so that your lid doesn't been done. So that's good stuff there. All right, Steve. I don't know if you had a chance. If you didn't have a chance to see it, you can skip. I'd just be curious to see if everybody had a chance to see the Muppet Show, the new revision of it. See what you thought of it.
We watched it. I thought it was so. Let me start with Kermit's voice. Not good. Didn't like it. It's different, but the content and the show I thought was fantastic.
Okay,
I loved it. It brought back childhood memories. I mean that anyone who's, I guess, 45 or older, maybe, or you grew up watching the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great.
Cool. Love it. Okay. Baker, did you see it?
Yeah, I did. We Vanessa and I both watched it. We watched it on Disney Plus. We had no idea who Sabrina Carpenter was at all. But we enjoyed it. I like how they kept the premise of the old show to the new show and just it's like it never stopped. It just kept going. I like Seth Rogen also. So
yeah,
thank you.
Well, Seth, he's the one that was behind this revision of it, and he is a huge advocate for the history of it. So that makes sense that they did keep that in there. So good. Yeah.
And seeing the back of Miss Piggy's head bald, that was funny.
Yes, when they pulled the wig off of her. Nick says it sounded like Kermit hit puberty. Jim Wilson agrees with Steve. I think they need to find someone closer to Jim Henson's version. It's a good point. Ken and Jenny, I know you had this weekend. Did you know that there was Muppets?
Yes, we knew there were Muppets, and like I've already answered twice, and what you just pointed out, we were entertaining people from Ohio, which was a very difficult job this week, so we have not seen it yet. But it's on our bucket list. So.
It sounds like they just took all your fun away, everything that you wanted to do.
You got it. Yeah. Did you not get my message this morning when they pulled out of the driveway? The party started, man. I mean, it was just like, woo!
And in full disclosure, he's being facetious, everyone. So is that something you guys will watch? Is Lily like the Muppet Show? Is she into the Muppets?
No, I think she's just of that generation that the Muppets really, just like the ride itself. I never saw kids get excited for the Muppet ride when it was at Hollywood. I don't think they're unless you actually sat them down and watched the old school stuff to get them into it. I just don't think this is. I mean, I could be wrong. Steve, you're with kids all the time. Maybe they are into it, but I've never met a kid of my daughter's generation that it says I love the Muppets. You know, I just haven't seen it.
Not one kid at my school has mentioned this show.
I think that could change when the ride comes in and all of a sudden they have the Muppets in front of them all the time, personally. Because I still think that, and I'll go to Doug in a second, I still think that the villains is going to change over to Muppets after the that new area is done. So we will see. We will see. So Doug, did you see the Muppets?
No, we have not watched it yet.
Okay.
We're a little busy this weekend, praying for Ken and Jen, with their guest that they had.
Hey, can I interrupt you for a second, Doug?
Yeah.
We're getting breaking news. Hang on. Hello?
Hello?
What?
Hello? Is there anybody there?
No, we're trying not to talk about you right now. What's the problem?
Shut up, Kenny.
That's it. Now you just hung up.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
we spent the entire weekend watching the Olympics and praying for Ken and Jen.
Okay. I did go back and watch the Muppets, and I thought I agree with the fact that the Kermit's voice was definitely needed to find or fine tune that a little bit from what we grew up with and what we're used to. I didn't think they used as much of Gonzo as I would have liked. I thought Scooter's character was perfectly tied in. I thought there was a lot of good old references, which were really good. I like when they did the thing with Seth of Fozzie Bear getting ready to cut him. I thought that was done really, really well. And just the old lore of the old theater. It would have been cool, I thought, if they would have did a little bit more at the beginning with having, Kermit or somebody coming in and reminiscing before they hit the lights up of, maybe showing like Kermit's walking through the theater. Maybe they're showing like something from 1984 with Jim Henson on the show or something. If they just showed a couple just quick blurbs or something before they hit the thing, I wish they would have done that, but that was my whole thing. So that was pretty cool though. So I'm happy it's back. Curious to see. I still wish they bring back Fraggle Rock. That was still always my favorite, but haven't seen that later. Love some Fraggle Rock. So
Yeah.
all right. Let's go. Baker, I'm going to start this. I'm just curious if you're surprised by this. This again, I got off of one of my favorite Facebook places to get. This is Disney World Caffeine Compass, finding Starbucks and Joffrey's. Everybody's in to Starbucks and Joffrey's when they get there, one way or another. And this came from our friend at Forever Park Hoppers on Facebook. But this tells you kind of what the locations are. Now, it's not surprising that 2 or 3 to 1 Joffrey's outdoes Starbucks because Joffrey's is actually, I believe, the way I read it, owned by Disney itself, where Starbucks is paying Disney a fee to be there. So 3 to 1 stops. Like if you look at Magic Kingdom, near the castle, Tomorrowland, and TTC for Joffrey's, Main Street Bakery only. If you look at Epcot, you got 4 locations there: World Discovery, the Plaza Entry, American Adventure Pavilion, and Canada and the UK, as opposed to just in Connections. Hollywood, you got it at the Trolley Car Cafe on Hollywood Boulevard. You got it 2 to 1 over there with Sunset and near Toy Story Land. And then Animal Kingdom, you got it 3 to 1 with Asia, Discovery Island, main entrance for Joffrey's and Creature Comforts. And of course, I believe it's 2 to 1 over at the Springs when it comes to that. So, Baker, does that surprise you with that? Is there one over the other that you prefer? If you're standing with both of them, are you a Joffrey's person? Are you a Starbucks person? Do you not care? What's your thoughts here?
I can honestly say I've never had Joffrey's.
Okay.
I go to Starbucks because that's where they have the cold espresso coffee that I like.
Okay.
And Joffrey's lines, they're pretty long. I mean, they were that Monday or that Sunday when it was really cold out.
Yeah.
It was way, way, way back. But I still got a nice coffee.
Okay.
But it was, and I think the way the Epcot one works is to every coffee, they serve you a shot of tequila.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, as you know, we had to entertain some people from Ohio this weekend, and they're not coffee drinkers. we couldn't stop at Joffrey's or Starbucks, and but we were lucky enough, Pete, to get you a hot chocolate from there on was it Friday night? I think it was.
That was very nice of you. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, again, we're not coffee drinkers either, so I mean, it doesn't. You can have 50 locations, whether it's Joffrey's or like I like to call it $10. Yeah, people have at it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Jan, how about you? Are you into it at all?
No, but I'd say most of the people we hang around with down at Disney usually use the Joffrey's versus Starbucks. There's many more of them that like the Joffrey's. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Doug, how about you?
Joffrey's.
Joffrey's? All Joffrey's.
Joffrey's.
Okay.
Joffrey's.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Steve, how about you? One or the other? Does it matter?
So I don't drink coffee, but my daughter does, and she goes to Joffrey's. She likes the iced coffees that Joffrey's makes. The only time I go to Joffrey's, love the giant donuts.
Oh, that's right. They do have those giant donuts.
Oh, those giant donuts. And Saturday when we were all in Epcot, I mean, you know, Ken and Jen and Pete, you saw the lines for food. The only line that wasn't long was the Joffrey's near the trading post, and I got a donut. That was the only thing I ate all day because it was the only line that was, yeah. But what was I going to? Oh, one thing about Joffrey's that some people may not know: if you have an annual pass, they will give you your annual pass discount at Joffrey's.
Oh, okay. Well, that is good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I went to the one near the trading post store, and I got a Coke and a donut, and it was going to be like 12 something, and I ended up paying 9 something.
Okay. So
That's the same with Monster drinks.
Let me ask you this, and I don't know. Anybody can jump in here. Is this Joffrey's and Starbucks? Is it just like the situation of Coke and Pepsi, where it's just your personal preference? Is there any major difference? Because I've never had either one, so I don't know. You know, is it all? Yeah, hi Preston. He's behind me. Yes.
Hi,
Preston. Saying hello. Yeah. Okay, you're welcome to stay. Hatbox goes hello.
Preston,
Go ahead, Doug.
Take
care
of that Thunderbolt right arm there, big guy.
The hell is that? When did you start doing these things? Okay. And you dropped one for being smart. No, anyway, is there a difference in the two? Anybody that's had both?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right. I've never had either one.
What's the difference?
Different flavors. I mean, they have different styles, different, you know, and then definitely the price.
Who's more?
Joffrey's
Starbucks?
Oh, Starbucks, yeah.
Okay. You're paying for the name, so yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
I'll find out tomorrow.
There you go. Yoo-hoo and Nanny Pooh Bear, welcome in. Glad you're here. All
hey,
right.
Nanny.
How about this one? I saw this today. This is true. Brand new from our friends at Smuckers in Ohio. Regina Erie, welcome in. These are new sprinkles to put on your whatever, your ice cream, your cakes, your pancakes, whatever you want to do. They now have Jif peanut butter sprinkles, Jif peanut butter and chocolate sprinkles. They have grape sprinkles and strawberry sprinkles. Now I like a good ice cream sprinkle. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. I liked it on my donuts, but I'm not sure how I like this one. Ken and Jen, what are you guys thinking? Is this ridiculous, or is this something that might go over?
Well, as you know, we entertained people from Ohio this weekend, and I would have to say that the Jif sprinkles would have Cake's name written all over it, you know, and the Smucker sprinkles, you know, I'd give it a whirl. I think it's crazy, but I'd try it once just to see.
I'm concerned about the grape flavor or strawberry flavor on maybe like an ice cream, but maybe on a donut of some sort might be interesting. So, Doug, what do you think of these?
Well, These are sprinkles to go on your ice cream.
Well, it could go on anything: pancakes, ice cream, cookies, cakes, donuts. Yeah, anything.
Cakes.
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I would try. I love sprinkles. I put sprinkles on everything. You
Okay.
know, so I could even put them in my nacho cheese. That'd be good.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
God, good Lord.
come
but
on,
you know,
Doug.
as you know, Jen and Ken had people from Ohio with them this weekend, so I
Yeah.
would say the peanut butter and chocolate sprinkles would probably be my favorite.
Okay.
I could actually just eat them right out of the jar.
They're probably good. Nanny Pooh Bear says this is nuts. Lucinda wants to put them on steak and potatoes. Mark F
Oh,
says, I wonder if Ohio guests tip their host
We're
efficiently
using my
before
right.
checking out. I don't know. Steve,
Jen says no.
Steve,
I
I'm curious
I
about
don't
this. Would you like to put these sprinkles all over cakes or donuts?
know. I I actually might be unpopular opinion. I don't like sprinkles at all.
No.
I have never used them, never put them on anything.
Okay. There you go. That's not a. Everybody has their own
You know,
thing.
Pete.
You know.
You know, Pete, and this is why. This is why he didn't stay an only child, because mom and dad thought that they had to try and do a better job.
There you go. There you go. Which makes me really scared because I was the first kid, so that means they screwed up a couple times before they got to my sister. So, uh, Baker, what do you think? Would you put Would you use these type of sprinkles? Do you like spring? I know. Do you make your own sprinkles? I don't know.
No. Well, here's the funny thing. During the holiday seasons, in most big box store supermarkets, you'll see a container that'll have red and green sugar, red and green sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Flavored sprinkles came out about 10, 15 years ago while I was baking. And it was a quick flash. I mean, everybody was on it. And then it just stopped. Nobody was buying it because we could only buy them in 10-pound bags, which came in bags in a box. But I think for holiday purposes, you would definitely, me personally as a baker, I would have to do like a heat test. Put a couple of them on a sheet pan. Spray your sheet pan, but put a couple of them on a sheet pan. Put it in an oven 350 degrees for 8 minutes and see what happens to them.
I
If they
have a
just melt down to nothing, then it's more for ice cream and Cool Whip and stuff like that. But if they
I
don't
have a
melt
better
down,
suggest. I have a better suggestion. In June, a bunch of people are going to be there. I think you should get these Smucker's grape sprinkles and make some purple donuts for all the guests coming in, like Doug and for Steve. They would love that to have the purple sprinkled donuts. I think you couldn't go
Yeah.
wrong. You know.
yeah, I think
Nope.
grape color is a great color because you never see an orange and black color. Well, actually, you see a brown and yellow color, but that just reminds you of something in the forest.
Who calls them? All right, who calls them Jimmys?
If they're all chocolate, then we were
It's
told
up
to
north.
call Jimmy's.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. All chocolate was Jimmy's. Anything
Yep.
rainbow or colored was sprinkles.
With sprinkles. Yeah.
Is
Right.
that
Yep.
No, okay.
And
Magic
usually anything
Adventures?
of the north of the Mason Dixon line, that's where it kind of switched to. Anything north of the Mason Dixon line was butter. Anything south of the Mason Dixon line, everybody liked lemon.
Thank you to Magic Adventures who just kindly gifted 10 memberships. Mr. Lantern, Terribly Fly, Versiglio, Aiden, Disney with Matthew, Rhonda Fonda, Scott, Chris, and Tara. 5-star, Father Time, all blessed because of their generosity. Thank you, Jen and Mike,
Nice.
for your
Nice.
generosity. And also thank you for
Thanks,
helping out
Mike.
and driving us around a little bit this weekend. I greatly appreciate your support there. So, all right, unique item. I saw that today and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about some more Disney facts here for a second before I hit the back half of the show. We'll do this one. Disney surprising facts. I'm curious, you may know some of these. I'm curious how many you know. I'm curious how many you don't as you look at it. First, interesting fact talks about the Beatles breakup. This did For those of you that followed the Beatles, I am a Beatles fan. I think they have great music. The Beatles breakup actually did happen in the Polynesian resort. That is a true story. John Lennon was down there, and he had the other Beatles fly in, and that's where they all signed the paperwork in the Polynesian. The Dorito original story. Doritos did come because of Disneyland Casa de Frito in the 1960s. They steak tortillas were cut, fried, and seasoned, becoming a hit. That's kind of where Doritos started, was over there in Disneyland, which if you watch the Disney History Channel, you can pick it up. It's where I heard that. I did not know about this. Liberty Square sewage. The brown path in Liberty Square represents open sewage systems for colonial America accuracy. There are also no bathrooms in this area. I wasn't on top of that one 100% there. Cinderella's castle height. I knew about this, 189 feet, because anything over 200 requires light structures on top of it for flying planes and helicopters around it. So they stayed at 189. So I did know that one. The fake flags of Main Street. I did know about this one as well. Doing the military flag rescindance. I knew a little bit about this. Rooftop flags across the buildings are missing stars and stripes, so they are not official and don't need to be illuminated or lowered daily. That's why they stay there, and they don't have to have lights on them. If they did have, if it was an actual flag, it would have to be illuminated at night or removed at dusk. And then the Smeltzer's magic, of course, everybody should know this one. Hidden devices. Smeltzer's is the technical term for them. Pumping specific scents like vanilla popcorn. When Goofy goes by you in the Christmas parade and it smells like you just walked into a giant candy factory, that's a Smeltzer coming out at you there. So, Doug, I'll get you to start this up. How many of these did you know out of the 6?
I actually knew all of them.
Did you? Wow, good for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any
Yeah,
one, your biggest surprise or anything, or anyone you want to comment on?
the one that's the funniest is people all about the American flags, and they're like, why do they take the one down in Town Square, but they leave all the other ones up, and they're not actual. They're replicas, but they're not exact replicas.
Right.
There's either a stripe missing or a couple stars missing.
Correct.
That's how they can leave them up all the time.
Yep, that is correct.
So,
welcome into Disney with Matthew. Thank you for joining. Also, Freedom Alley, as Jen has so given him his name. So, yeah, Ken, you have something you want to throw in real quick?
No, I was just waving.
Just waving. Okay,
home.
good. All right, we'll get back to Ken. Steve, did you know how many of the 6 did you know?
I actually knew all 6 as well.
Okay.
This started early on when our first family trip for my family, back in 2013 when Savannah was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking at her through Liberty Square and going, "Hey, you know why these are different colors? Poop." I got smacked by my wife.
Well, there you go.
Yesterday was National Poop Day.
Yes, it was.
It was yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome into our partner channel, Mouse Talk. So, okay.
Oh, by the way, Doug, I did have a student go at exactly 2:22 because of that.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Baker, how many did you know? 6 out of 6, 5 out of 6? What'd you know?
Yeah, I knew them all.
Okay.
But I cheat.
Why do you say that?
So, because I have a book called The Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World.
Oh, very cool.
And this is actually where I put Lily's napkin when I couldn't find it. It was it was sitting right there.
There you go.
I was all scared I lost it because she doesn't give you another one. You get the first one, and then that's it. But then I was talking to these people from Ohio, and they said, "Don't worry about it. If you need one, they'll give you one."
There you go. There you go. All right, Ken and Jen, how about you guys? How many did you know, and anything surprise you?
I knew about 4. The other 2, I had no idea about the Doritos, and definitely not the sewage, because I'm sure I would have heard jokes about that before, but I didn't know those 2.
Yeah, congratulations. Now you will.
I'm with Jen on that one. And fun fact, we were entertaining these people from Ohio last weekend, and Cakes was an expert on the sewage one. So we learned something new last week. So,
There you go.
as
Dave's,
we entertain-
Dave's Disney Dreams walking in. Go ahead, Baker.
Here's something about that. That was actually a pin trivia question about the bathrooms, and I didn't know it, and that's actually how I learned that one. Because I said, no, there's actually bathrooms in Liberty Square, and the girl goes, no, there isn't. I said, well, there's one in Liberty Tree Tavern, and she goes,
Yep.
that's not literally in Liberty Square.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well,
And it's not. So, yeah.
Yeah, they have to have that one in because it's a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's absolutely true. I did know about the bathrooms part. What I didn't know was about the oh Lord. Hello?
Hello, is this the Pete McDevitt show?
Yes.
Hi, Pete McDevitt show. We are some people from Ohio.
Yes.
We would just like to say,
That's not okay.
Kenny, shut up.
Okay. There you have it.
There's so much aggression behind that voice.
There he's gone that quickly. He's in.
That's it.
So much paid advertising for Ohio.
Ohio's getting a lot of love tonight on our channel. I can't complain. I like going there myself. So food's good there. Food is really good. So Dame Dystopia, have you been in contact to be sure a professional driver didn't take another wrong turn? Okay.
Nick did get if you didn't see it this morning when he was live streaming his road trip, he got lost in Orlando. He didn't even make it to Orlando before he got lost. I mean,
he got
lost.
That was on my stream. That was on my stream.
I'm sorry, you're right, Doug.
That was
Thank
on
you.
Doug's stream.
How did he
That
get
is
lost? How did he
Yeah,
get lost
he got lost.
How?
He got lost in Chick-fil-A parking lot.
He did.
He did.
Oh my god.
He doesn't listen to Mandy.
There should be a meetup in Ohio. Well, there was
Mandy.
People of Ohio are easily entertained. Okay, there should be a meetup in Ohio. We did get some friends together up there. We had I wouldn't call it a meetup, but some friends got together up there not that long ago. That was a good time.
Molly's mom meetup.
Well, that's right, Doug. Technically, it was the Molly's Mom meetup, and I thought it was. I've only been to the airport in Ohio. That's it, George. I'm telling you, there's good food up there. I've had a couple great restaurants up there. That was pretty cool to see. We always see each other when we go down to Florida and do stuff, but to get together in other parts of the country besides just the Maryland meetup, I thought was really good. Baker, what are you putting in there?
You had mentioned Smuckers and Jif, and then I'm surfing, and it's got PB&J popcorn with Smuckers and Jif flavors.
Okay, there you go.
So they must be now owned either by the same company, or they're just putting out some just new product and just blitzing the market.
It's new products. The J.M. Smucker Company owns the right to the all Smuckers branding because the forefather of the company started with apple butter in Orville, Ohio. And speaking of Ohio,
Nice.
or Ohio, there we go. And also they own the Jif brand is their brand, so that's why they're tying to the. Yes, Pat.
To be fair, I didn't get lost. I was just in the wrong lane. Simple mistake.
It didn't.
5 miles later, and took I-4 away from Orlando to turn around and take I-4 towards Orlando.
Yes, Smuckers owns Jif. So let me get this straight. You went the wrong way on I-4 for 5 miles?
No. I was on the correct direction on I-4, just not the side of I-4 that I needed to be on.
Sounds to me like you're going the wrong way on I-4.
Yep.
Jury's out.
I'd be more concerned in having a special conversation with your navigator.
Well, I'm not going to comment on that at this time.
Okay. Probably a smart choice.
Pete, tell Cakes Dame is hungry. She's getting angry, just in case he doesn't know.
Listen, hey, Pete.
Yeah.
if his navigator takes as long to tell him which way to turn as she does to make an omelet, I can see how he missed a turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm again. I was also supposed to tell you that Dame's hungry. Hurry up. Yeah. She is wasting away to nothing. Welcome in, Chandler Harrison. Jen reminded us, yeah, the
What?
Smucker's store. I don't know if you guys know, but they're out in Orlando, out in Orville, in where the Smucker's campus is. There was a store there where you could buy all of the Smucker's products and everything. And unfortunately, after a long history, they just closed that up. So, all
I
right. Well,
can't even put up the disclaimer.
be careful out there, and please get Dame some food. All right. Okay.
Tell him to turn off his blinker.
Jenny,
It's a good thing Manny doesn't have my number.
I could give it to her.
No, that's okay.
All right, let's jump over here real quick. I want to hit a couple things over here on this page. Now, we'll still be able to talk, and I'll still go around, but going to highlight a couple of things here, and then I've got some factoids that I want to get out here as well. So let's talk about this. I don't know if you know about this, and I'll ask Baker to start this one up. D23 just announced they have a spotlight. It's Walt Disney's Enchanted Adventureland here, and it's March 28th. In, Doug, I'm going to mute you for a second because it's coming right through. The Enchanted Adventureland, March 28th, Glendale, California, the Walt Disney Archives. This seems pretty cool of what they're going to do. And they got a limited release pin. So let me tell you what this all is. So it's March 28th, one day. Gold member tickets are $59. General members are $69. They sell general. Looks like 3 days after. Walt Disney Archives staff will serve you as honorary skippers on the journey to discover how Walt's curiosity and love for travel led to this creation of this classic attraction, such as Jungle Cruise and the Walt Disney Enchanted Tiki Room. Imagineer Kyle Barnes will also join the voyage to reveal how Adventureland inspired the design and creation of Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar, the outpost celebrating its 15th anniversary this year. Thus, the pin that you got there. Plus, enjoy an on-stage Trader Sam's mixology demonstration. Tickets include a panel from Walt Disney Archives going over everything with you, the mixology event, a limited release pin, which you have on the screen, a custom event credential, opportunity to shop at Mickey's at Glendale. So this is out in California. So Baker, is this something, if you were out that way, that you would go to? I think for me, I probably would. It's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Walk in their archives. I know I've watched two of them on a Disney on Disney Plus, and they just know everything top to bottom of everything that's in archived, where to find it, how to find it. But something like this, if they're going to come out and explain that to you, and we actually just we talked about that the other day when we were walking the Pirates. You know, if that was somebody's favorite was the Tiki Room,
right?
And I believe the gentleman from Ohio said, yeah, to take a nap. But I just, I looked at the pin. I love the pin. I think the mixology is really cool because they're going to teach you how to make the drinks that actually go into the Trader Sam's collectible mugs. I'm sure because they're always a hit over there. I think that would be great. I would definitely do that. So anybody that wants to send me a ticket for that one day, I'd gladly accept.
Now, there you go. Ken and Jenny, is that something, if you were out in California, you'd be interested, or is Tiki Room not on your top list?
I would go to it. Yeah, it sounds very interesting. I mean, Lily loves the Tiki Room. So I just think, learning more about it and just participating would be very, very cool.
Okay.
Does it have air conditioning?
I'm sure it does. Not
okay. I'll check it out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Doug, how about you?
I would go, but I'm still on a ban from California. So.
Okay. Steve?
No. I don't. No. I'm not a big D23 person.
Okay.
Like, I'll hear about stuff when I hear about stuff. I don't need to go pay to go hear about stuff.
Okay, no problem. Got you there. All right, let me highlight a couple quick things going on in the community. Maryland Meetup is lined up for July 23rd to the 26th. We've got all the deposits in right now. If you're still interested in coming into a one-day event for it, please reach out to me. I cannot guarantee once I go buy tickets for the Orioles this week. I've got to do that tomorrow. Once I've bought tickets for the Orioles game, I can't guarantee you that I will be able to get a ticket. If you decide at last minute things have changed for you and you want to join, but we may be able to get you in to one of the other events if we still have room within the rooms. So you can still reach out, but no promises. We're excited about the almost 40 some people that are excited to come this year to the fifth Maryland meetup, and we are going to be working out those details and everything with a lot more to come over the next couple of weeks, including payment information. I'm going to get out that to everybody for total cost of what we expect and everything. My goal is to have that out by midweek next week so that everybody can know what we're doing. And it's going to be a good time. We got a lot of great things planned with what we already do have lined up with the events of the week, and it's a lot of good people coming this time. I can let everybody. I've had a lot of people saying, "Well, who's all coming?" So let me at least give everybody that real quick here, as I have the final updated right now of who's all committed and in. Debbie Thunert, welcome in. And we got some great sponsors going on with everything for this. And Debbie F. Cook is one of them. We've already got Puddles in the Park being a part. We got Neiman and Katie Phillips being a part. So we got some great things going on with this event. I'll be there. Monorail Molly will be there. Debbie Bernfeld, Paul Engel, Stephanie Keel, Paul's son Thomas, Mark F. will be in attendance. Keith Winter and Angie will be there. Jill Watchford and Mike will be there. AJC Amy, Jennifer Caruso, Movie Mania Nick. Dame and her husband and her daughter Vivian will be there. Karen Cook will be there. Udalali Lane Kate. Casey's Corner of the World. He gave me his thing. He gave me cash the other day, so let me just change him to paid because he wanted to pay in cash. So he is in. Jay Nashville will be there. Zippity Doo Doug and Belinda will be there. Debbie Thunert, Lawrence Park Bros will be there. Cakes and Mandy will be in attendance this year. We're excited about that. Nanny Pooh Bear will be there. Steve Browning and Mary T. Wells will be in attendance. Of course, Preston will be there for a majority of it. Spaceship Ears will be in town. Surf Bum John will be in town. All Aboard with Blake is coming. Dave Stragan is coming. And Mike and Jen of Magic Adventures are coming. It's going to be a good time. Again, if you were planning to still come to one event, I've had a couple people reach out to say, well, I was just going to come to Saturday, so I didn't send a deposit. You better get into me because we are right now on the verge between getting the bigger room or getting a smaller room because of where we at. So if you're planning to come, you better know because you may reach out to me and I may have to tell you that we can't. So please. So please make sure you did that. Yeah, Walt, I agree with what you just texted me. That is good. Thank you. Um, we're so proud of Disney Dialogues, Jen and I. We got so many great things going on right now. We're out on the national podcast platform, iHeartRadio, and over on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify. It's doing really well. Please continue to check out that show over there. Help us out. Give us the stars. Check it out and give it a follow. We're trying to grow up there. We got to get up over a certain level before they'll allow us to start doing some things we want to do. So please help us out over there on Disney Dialogues. And we are working on some great upcoming shows. More to come on that over the next couple of weeks. So, Live for a Cause, we did exceptional. I want to say thank you to everybody that helped me, from Casey and Jen to going around the parks with me. The one thing I realized when we shut everything down that we didn't get to do, that I'm going to make sure it gets done next time, is Lily was supposed to take over the stream for a little bit, and that didn't happen. I really want that next time we're down there, her to be able to do that because I know she wanted to. And then after we shut everything down, I was halfway around the park and realized, oh, doggone it. But we raised $2,500, almost $2,600. It is still open over the next 2 days for this first set of prizes. Prizes will be, we got signed art from Scooter. We've got donations from Puddles. We've got a Loungefly bag. We got lug bags. We got a couple other different things. We're going to give out those prize wheel on Friday on the Friday show, we will announce those winners. I'm going to get the names over to Jen tomorrow, and we will run a wheel and on that. And Doug, I got to say, I know you were in there thick and thin. You and Debbie really working hard. Doug, I was really impressed with how smooth it went from on my end from the parks holding a signal to your guys' end of managing the chat, keeping the link out there, keeping people talking, keeping us up to date on numbers, the whole 9 yards. I thought it was a great night.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was great. So thankful to everybody who donated. It's just, I know it means a lot to Pete, this charity, and therefore it means a lot to me. And I'm thankful for everybody who came in to watch. Thankful for everybody that donated. And as far as Lily not getting the stream, let's just blame those Ohio people.
There you go. Well, they will be with us next time we do stuff too, I believe. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Ken and Jen were hosting people from Ohio, so that might have had something to do with it.
that could have had something to do with it. So, Mark Langenkamp, welcome in. Our soldiers and their families are critically important. We've got some people in this community that we love that have served or are the family member of someone who served. And I've said this many a times, and those of you that might not be involved with the military as much might not get it. When you're a family member, mother, daughter, father, son, brother, sister, and uncle, the family serves 100%. They stand the post at home to keep things secure and strong and stable so our soldiers can serve in whatever operation they are serving. So it's a critical thing. So we raised $2,600. Hello, Gina. Welcome in. 2,600. Our goal is 10,000. We did 13 last year. I'd love to match that. We are going to do several more. I'll come over here real quick. We're going to do several more of these. I'm probably going to do a total of 4 of these. I'm probably going to do one just from home where we do a drive that night. And I've been thinking about doing is just doing a night where I open things up for everybody and anybody who's ever been a guest in this channel to just come in, say hello, talk a little bit about military and all that. Just bring people in, maybe run it for an hour or two. I definitely want to do it another time down in Disney, and that'll probably be in December when we're down there for the that Night of Hope weekend. I'll probably do it for then, and then I'm going to do it at the Maryland meetup. So try to get 4 spots out of it. Again, you can help us out tremendously. It will remain open all year long. This doesn't close. Once we close this window, anybody that donates after that will be eligible for the prizes on the next thing, and there'll be similar prizes that we do. So it will be open all year. The biggest thing that I can ask everybody to do is not necessarily run to your wallet if you've already supported, or you maybe if you're not at a point this year where you can support, you can help me by telling more people about this charity. You can tell, there are businesses out there. The Eagles have landed from Ohio. There you go. Dame says the Eagles have landed. You can tell friends. There are businesses out there that like to do supplemental donations or a match, stuff like that. Anything like that could be a nice surprise. You never know if you're going to run into somebody who's looking because of their financial situation to make a donation to a 501c charity. And what better to go to than to soldiers who served a post for our country and are coming back with less body parts than they went there with. That this could be beneficial. So it'll be open year round. We'll talk about it every time on our streams, and the fact of, hey, we got this going. We're not going to harp on it every stream. We're not going to ask for donations in between. We're just going to let you know it's out there, and if somebody wants to, great. And we'll push it at the drives. But I'm extremely grateful. They reached out to me this morning, and they're sending me. They saw that we had our first fundraiser. They were ecstatic about it, and they're sending me a bunch of items to do a giveaway on. So we'll be doing that in an upcoming stream as well, which will be good. All right, real quick. Also, before we get back to our topics here, I wanted to highlight one other thing. Talking about charity stuff. I've supported this over the years. My dad collapsed from a heart attack and a stroke, and I supported Chris in the past. I wanted to do that again. He's having his 4th annual marathon stream that will start this Friday night. If you follow Dad Builds, or if you have a family member who has had challenges with a stroke, you can go back over to Chris's channel this weekend, as he'll be streaming for 24-hour stream. 24-hour stream. So you can go over and support him over there. Anytime you're supporting an association like that is a good thing and a viable charity, and 501c tax deductible and all as well. Cakes wants to announce that he is here. So there you go. Now you know. If you didn't, now you know. All right, this is going to be an interesting topic, and I'm going to let Steve start it because I'm sure it'll be interesting. The merch pirate, one of them, was seen over at the festival recently. This was put up by Streaming the Magic. Streaming the Magic. Merch pirate strikes again, stocking up on popcorn buckets. They were loading up over at the festival with Figment popcorn buckets. According to the story, this person had 5 or 6 people with him. They all went in and bought their 2, and then they loaded them up into his bag, and then he went out the door. I think this is sad. I think it creates challenges because there's people out there I know that would love them, but these pirates put a markup of double. You know, if the bucket's 29, you're going on to eBay and it's 60 plus shipping, so people are getting really stripped. So, Steve, what do you think? The pirates are still out there?
Well, Pete, these people they're ridiculous. These people are in the same category as the adults that go to baseball games for batting practice and sit there and push little kids out of the way for baseballs.
Yeah.
These people are pieces of garbage.
They're making money off of Disney in a way that they're not supposed
to.
Yep,
and the thing is and again, I wish there was something that could be done when you see this joker walking out of that park with that somebody at Disney would. I wish there was something to be done, but there can't be.
No, because he did it by what the rules are. The rules are 2 per person.
Exactly. But it's just the fact that he or she, you know, there's more than one person. Yep. The fact that they go in there and then sell them for I mean, I've seen them like $80.
Oh yeah. If they're in high demand, people are putting.
I've seen it's ridiculous.
I've seen the ones from Tokyo, Japan, as high as $100 and $120 a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, and it's just you know, they are in the words of an '80s movie, they are lower than the storm.
Well, there you go. That's a good reference. Baker, what do you think?
Doug's trying to figure out that one. I'm sure Doug's gonna have it.
Hello, Jeff Condon.
Okay, so let's look at it from a different perspective. If anybody thinks that the Walt Disney World Company is the Walt Disney World Company of 75, 80 years ago, they're mistaken. It's a business. They know that this is the number one character, number one popcorn bucket that's oversold. They even brought the same one back the very next year and just changed the band, the armband around it. They know exactly these are going to secondary and third sellers. There is a way they can take care of this, and we said it like 2 years ago. If you have an annual pass, you have a card. If you have an annual pass, you have a magic band. If you have an annual pass, you get your discounts. If you're getting your discounts with your annual pass, once you use that annual pass number for any particular item, such as this, where 2 is the limit, okay, then there's no more. What happens is you saw that gentleman leaving. Well, he left to go take those to his car.
Right.
He's coming back for another load.
Yeah.
He's definitely coming back for another load. He's going to see those people. And those people are making $25 or $20 for every figment that they buy for him.
Yeah.
They're making $15. They're making $20. Or they're in a cahoots. I don't think it's right, but I think if Disney really wanted to stop it, they could put the brakes on it, and they could stop it that fast.
Yeah, because you can come back the next day and do the same thing, get to the next day if you wanted. You're absolutely right. Ken and Jenny, what about you guys?
Yeah, we've been to the parks quite a bit. We've seen it before, whether it's with the Figment one or the one we saw when they had the May 5th. There, they had that Death Star come out popcorn bucket, which
Oh, yeah.
everybody wanted, and they ran out of those so fast. But yet you were seeing people walk around with 5 or 6 of them. Going to their car or whatever the heck it was. But this is Steve. I agree with you 100% because it's not just this. It's the same thing with the DAS pass back in the day and how that got all screwed up because people were taking advantage of that too. People were hiring someone in a scooter with a disability pass to show them around the parks. So it's all this is a carry on from a lot of different things. And I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know how they fix it per se, but it's just to see a look on a kid's face that can't get one, or someone that's a big fan of Figment that can't get one, or they have to pay double the money on eBay for it, is ridiculous. But it's like I think someone put it in there. Maybe if they're being sold on eBay, don't buy them on eBay. Let these people get stuck. Let people get stuck with these 10 buckets they can't sell now. And see what they're going to do with them.
So, that's what Jeff said. That's a good point.
Pete, if I could just interact real quick on Macari right now. The most that are sold have been sold for $50. $50. They go as high as $142.
That's ridiculous. Jen, you want to throw anything else in there? Welcome, Curtis family.
No, I just agree. People would just stop buying it, and then hopefully, it would go away. But that's like with anything else too. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be somebody buying them and
doing something.
Just,
Okay.
Yep.
Douglas, you want to finish this one up?
Yeah. Listen, everybody's right, and it's people look at this as a business. Now, Disney has caught people doing this, and they have stripped their annual pass. So there have been times where they have got caught doing it. First off, I think it should be like, the pass holder magnet. If you're going in there, to buy a popcorn bucket, one per person, one per person. Because if you're buying, I know Steve bought probably 2 of them, for me, but we're not reselling them. But if I had to wait to get it, I'd wait to get it. This is the same kind of people that take luggage into the character warehouse.
Oh yeah,
and fill up suitcases.
Okay.
And go and sell them on their Etsy or their eBay or whatever. It's just people. They look for any way to make money.
Yeah, they do. Welcome in, Karen. Thank you for being here.
When does Disney, because they have the capability, they could be tracking down all these people on eBay, and so they could do it.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time and dollars to do that.
I like Karen's point. If they wanted to get rid of it, put this thing on your website, sell them, for the price plus the shipping. Unfortunately, you got to do it.
You got to do that.
You're going to get it cheaper there. Why couldn't you sell it online?
And Disney still gets the sale. That's a great point.
I like that.
I've said that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
That's a great point.
Yeah. They're going to make more money because they're going to sell more of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, this next topic here is, I know not everybody's a drinker. I'm not a huge drinker, but if you are and you want to throw your 2 thoughts in, or you can say pass, however you want to do it, but this was put out there again on the same Facebook group that I watch a lot. They do a lot of these great things, and you guys can check them out. Their Facebook page is, got to pull it up here again. Their Facebook page is Forever Park Hoppers, where I get a lot of these different things. They put out this bar crawl. Nate and Jackie used to do bar crawl compilation videos years back that were fantastic prior to COVID. I wish they'd go back and do some more of those. But this one has you go into the Contemporary Resort and having a signature sip, the Monorail Pink at Steakhouse 71. They're saying that is the drink to have. It's a vibe check of a retro 70s cool and nostalgic type drink. Then going over to Polynesian to the Tambu Lounge and having the legendary Lapu Lapu, which we talked about on the Triple C show just 2 weeks ago. Of course, that's a tiki room check. And finishing out at the Grand Floridian Spa with a Island Rose Martini. Of course, elegant and romantic. Please loop back to MK or TTC. And of course, drink responsibly is always encouraged there. Ken and Jen, I'll go to you guys. Start it up. Have you ever thought about doing, and you could do this on a non-alcoholic thing too, because there's a lot of great non-alcoholic drinks out there. Have you ever thought of doing a monorail bar crawl?
I would do a Dole Whip bar crawl.
That's a great idea.
Dole crawl?
A Dole crawl.
A Dole crawl. A whip crawl.
Yeah. All those different flavors. That would intrigue me.
Great call out. I love it. I love the suggestion. Okay. Ken, how about you?
Yeah, again, as you know, we were entertaining these people from Ohio the other night, actually last night, and I wanted to do this, go to all the resorts and have a drink, but someone was tired and cranky.
Find me a bench.
Find me a bench, and I'm sitting there. I can go home whenever I want, so we didn't get to do it. But, yeah, I'm all for this. This would be fun to do. I think this would be...
As a follow-up, what was Lily's issue last night? Why did she need a bench?
It wasn't Lily. I'm telling you that. I'll leave it to the other two people to decide, but...
Okay.
FYI for anyone that goes to the Disney parks with this couple, 4 days is their limit. That's all I'm telling you. So
4 days is their limit. Okay, good deal. Doug, would you be interested in this? You, Belinda, doing a bar crawl or bar hop around the monorail?
No, we would do a food crawl.
Okay, food crawl. That's a good one.
Yeah, neither one of us really drink. I could go. I would rather go around and see what kind of cheeses I could find. So
okay, a food one. So Mark Langenkamp says the first video I watched was when he and Veronica drank around the world and thought he spent less money than he actually did. He was drunk and lost track of his cash. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. I absolutely remember that. Steve, how about you?
Well, Pete, as a semi-professional, I have done a bar crawl around the monorail. So we actually, fun one we did one night was a little different than this one. We started off with, because I'm in the Disney Vacation Club, we started off at the Villain's Lair.
Okay.
Up at Bay Lake Tower, and we watched the fireworks, and then we had a few drinks there. We walked across the bridge, and instead of going downstairs to the steakhouse, we did the little bar that's beside Chef Mickey's.
Okay.
We did there, and we hopped on the monorail. We got off at the Poly, and we did Trader Sam's. And my favorite at Trader Sam's, as I told you that night, I think I was a guest on
Triple C
something, was the Tahitian I can't remember the name of it, but it was fantastic. And after a few of those, we didn't make it to the Grand Floridian.
That sounds about right. I was wondering at what point you weren't going to be able to make it anywhere. So,
well, yeah, we decided to, we just stayed on the monorail, got back, and our driver brought us home.
There you go. Well, that works out a good thing there. So, okay, nice alternative.
But yeah,
you can play this kind of any way you want. That's a good thing. Baker,
because there's more. Yeah, there's plenty of places to go.
Absolutely. Chris, how about you? Would you do any alternative version of this? Food, snacks, drinks, beverages?
I would definitely do. Yeah, I would. That's the nice thing about Disney. They definitely pair non-alcoholic drinks with their specialty drinks, and I think that's pretty amazing because not everybody partakes in the alcohol. But I think I've seen these a couple of times live where they've really gone off the monorail, just off the rails.
Yeah,
and I've seen that
off the rails
where they've been really. Yeah, where they've been really, pretty cool, and actually showing you other things that you wouldn't necessarily see knowing that there is a California grill at the top of the Contemporary or something like that.
Right.
And if they had reservations for that. But yeah, I think especially as an adult party, I think that's a fun thing to do.
Well, and again, I referenced Nate and Jackie Super Enthused, and Nate Page and Mr. Morrow. If you want to go back, you
I
can watch
remember that.
their old videos. You can go back and search it on their channels, and they might be older drinks. They might not be available anymore. But if you watch their videos, you'll have a lot of fun. Because usually, again, same thing with them. They're a little buzzed by the end, going around and hitting all those. So let's go over here real quick. We're sitting at 8:25. Coke to release their new cherry float flavor in February. It's February, so it's due out anytime now. If you're into the flavors of Coke, Doug, I'll start with you. Is this something you'd be on? I don't get into the huge flavor changes, but there's a lot of people that like the cherry Coke, and this one is going to be a cherry Coke and vanilla. It's a cherry Coke float flavor. Would you be into that?
No, not really. I just like the cherry Coke. I'm not into the. Yeah.
Okay. Steve, how about you?
Yeah, same answer. I'm into cherry Coke. Would not be not into the vanilla.
Okay. They got them over there on Mouth Attack talking about. That's where I got this one. Baker, what do you think? Cherry Coke? Are you into the flavors like that?
Growing up drinking sodas, doing the basics, Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, things like that. Once Cherry Coke came out, it was a hit for me because I really enjoyed it. But then again, I'm just in my head. First thing comes is recipes. What did they add to make it taste like a cherry float? It has to be vanilla because that's like the ice cream that you use for a float. So it'd be interesting to taste it. I'd be interested in tasting it.
Well, it's out there in markets hopefully now. So, Kenny, how about you guys? Are you guys into flavored sodas like this?
I love cherry Coke. I'll probably try it just to see if I like it, but I'm with the other guys there. I'm a big fan of the regular cherry Coke, so this would have to wow me in order for me to keep drinking it. But I'll try it.
We can remember that Coke did make a big debacle in the past when they went back. New Coke, old Coke, somebody else's Coke, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. Jen, how about you? You into the flavor there?
Yeah, I probably would try it because I like, or was it Shirley Temples? I like cherry 7-Up, cherry Coke. I like cherries.
That might be right down your world there. Like I said, I'm always interested when I see these new things come out, as they do. All right, let's go back over to here. And let's talk about attendance. This is Disney attendance. I left this for last because I thought this was kind of cool. So Disney World attendance, this is a leaderboard based on industry estimates because Disney doesn't reveal their full exact numbers. Neither does honestly Universal. So this is based on what Disney reports back through their financials. You can see the undisputed champ, world's most visited, was 1.7 million on average to Magic Kingdom. This is again from Forever Park Hoppers. Thank you to them. Epcot, 12 million. The trend, big growth with new attractions. They've been growing a lot. Apparently, according to the article, Epcot was behind Hollywood just a couple years ago, and now it's starting to take up. I think Guardians the big play there. Hollywood Studios, the Vibe, big rides, smaller ride limits. They didn't even have a number there with that one, which was surprising. And then 8 million for Animal Kingdom. So I'm assuming Hollywood's somewhere between 8 and the 12 thing. Their water parks making a splash, 1.9 million to Typhoon Lagoon and 1.2 to Blizzard Beach. And then here's the amazing thing. Resort-wide grand total, 50 million in annual visits to the state of Florida just because of Disney. And that is double the Florida's entire population of 22 million. So Baker, you're our guest tonight here, joining us here, and Steve, since I just had Steve do the last one, I'll have you do this one. Any of that catch you off guard? Does it exactly where you thought it would be as far as the order? Any comments on this as you look at it?
The other thing I'd do is I'd flip Epcot and Hollywood, just for me.
Yeah.
And the water parks, whichever one's open is fine with me. It really doesn't matter, but and Animal Kingdom is where it is now. But I don't believe by the end of 27, 28, I think it's going to scooch itself right up and where Hollywood Studios is, be as high
because of the changes and everything. Are you surprised at 50 million plus coming into Florida?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Only because of my time in the parks as a cast member. No, when people are coming down and they know that this is my reservation and I only have 2 days left, and like on again February 1st, 26 degrees, 15 with the wind chill, that's their vacation. They're going to go.
Yeah.
But I also think that the competition is getting a piece of that.
Okay. All right. Ken and Jen, 1 million of that 50 million was cheerleaders this past weekend. Any of this catch you guys? Any thoughts on this? I thought it was interesting.
I'd say the big four theme park sounds about right. I kind of like Animal Kingdom. It's on the down low. Like if you need to just get away from people for a little bit and still enjoy Disney, it's the way to do it. Even though I like animals a lot, so. But yeah, water parks toss up. And I'm not surprised that many people come down because there's a lot of people moving down too.
That's true. That is true. That number is growing itself. Ken?
Yeah, this list doesn't shock me because, as you know, we had some entertainment for people from Ohio last weekend, and this list goes exactly the way Cakes and Mandy wanted it. They didn't want any part of Animal Kingdom. We were there for an hour and a half. We had to leave, and then Magic Kingdom, as you know, we love going there, but Cakes had to do Small World, and then we had to bolt. So, but yeah, no. In all seriousness, this list does not shock me at all. I mean, Magic Kingdom's gonna always. You're never gonna top that. That's the A1 to B1 that for most people that have never been to Disney World before, they're going to hit Magic Kingdom. That's just a given. So the water parks, we've done Blizzard Beach a few times, but that it doesn't shock me, especially during the summer. Those places are hopping. 50 million per year for people that live down here, like Disney Baker just said. Yeah, we see it all the time, so that number doesn't shock me, So there's really not a slow season down here anymore. Not like it used to be back. So
I agree with you on that 100%. There's not a slow season anymore. Douglas, your thoughts?
All right. Want to make sure my mic was on. No, it's not surprising. Yeah, and it says there, Animal Kingdom looked at a half-day park. Yeah, it is. It is a half-day park
for now.
For now. And with expanding Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, that's going to bring more people in. It's, I still think there's a lot more they could do with Hollywood Studios, as far as expanding and adding certain things. I'm really excited about Animal Kingdom and the new land they're going to have. The 50 million, that's not surprising. It's not surprising at all.
That's a ton of revenue. Ton of revenue.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of revenue. Okay.
It is.
Darth Sidious, what do you got over there?
Darth Sidious.
There you go. I think the parks are exactly where I would think they are. I don't think it used to be like that. I think, me personally, I used to put Hollywood ahead of Epcot, but I think Epcot has transformed itself with Guardians, with Remy's ride, and I love the festivals now, and I love the concerts. So like the list for Flower and Garden just came out.
Yes.
And I think I told Jen this while we were walking around Saturday, that we already have like 9 concerts marked on our calendar between, just our household. Like Savannah wants to see this. I want to see. We have 9 nights where we're going to go for the concerts.
Wow.
Yep. And it's just Epcot has upped its game in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of improvement all the way around. I'm curious to see if that number doesn't balance a little bit more once Animal gets the expansions done. Hollywood gets their the new monster section. Of course, Epcot continues to drive with their festivals and everything, like you said, and the bands. I mean, Epcot was much more busier than I've seen it in a long time this last weekend with the Festival of the Arts. So it's just some
Yep.
good stuff. So if you're going to the parks, plan for people. That's
well, Pete. Remember this. With this past Saturday, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. This was the first weekend in a couple weekends where the locals were okay with going outside.
Well, that's true too. It was the first weekend in a while that it was warm.
It's the first weekend that the locals weren't like, yeah, I'm not going out there. It's only 50 degrees.
Yeah, and all the cheerleaders down there with the cakes attire. The
because Epcot was a zoo on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, they were parked when I got to the Epcot. They were parking us in cast member parking.
Yep. When I left, that's what they were doing. When I was leaving Dory, they were taking everybody over to cast member. Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy. So let's talk real quick for a second what everybody's got going on. Baker, you were live just the other night, catching up with the Baker. Great thumbnail that Katie put together. What do you got coming up on your channel anytime soon?
The next week I'm just going to be just bouncing in and out. I got to go to Give Kids the World. I got to go to the parks. I'm going to hang out with a friend of mine, and then we're going to get back on to hitting a live up the following week and doing some whatnot, and just pushing stuff on my Macari, trying to just lighten the load of merch that I have.
Okay. You can find him on all those on Disney Baker. And if you're interested in the Macari or anything else he's doing with his whatnot, and you're not up to date on that, just send Chris a message. He'll gladly give you your links and get it going there.
But I do have something happening this Saturday. I'll be local here at the Ramada in Orlando. Richard, the Figment Pin guy, will have his monthly pin trading event, and I will have a table there, and I will be selling my pin frames and some of my Loungefly merch.
Nice. I still got to get with you on my pin frame, get that together. Yeah, go check out Baker. You can look up the Figment guy, the local Ramada there. He does a monthly show. If you're in the area, stop in and see Chris. And Chris does an excellent job with frames. I proudly display one of his frames in my house, and I'm going to have another one here, and it's fantastic. It holds all the pins, does a great job. I highly endorse that 100%.
Thanks.
Scallywag, you're locked into being on Doug's channel, I guess.
Well, I've settled into this gig of being like America's guest.
Okay.
I don't. I think you asked me the one time, do I ever have aspirations of starting my own channel? No, I don't.
Did he say America's
I'm hoping
pest or guest?
Guest, Doug. Guest with a G.
Oh, I thought you said pest.
Thank you. Now, one thing that I do want to say, and this could happen during the Flower and Garden Festival, since we're going so many times, is I may go live on Doug's channel for different concerts. So
cool.
Be on the lookout for that. Once the Flower and Garden Festival starts. He left a gimbal for me, so I got to figure out how to do that, and I'll go live for certain concerts. But yeah, no, just a busy time at school right now. We're 4 weeks away from spring break, and so we only got 4. We're more than halfway through our third quarter, so we're busy at school, and
Okay. Well, all
that's about it.
And you can find Steve regularly over in the morning over on Doug's channel, which we'll be talking about in just a minute. So, Ken and Jen, you guys got the 928. You got Lily's Life. You got 2 channels going on over there. Tell everybody. No, it's 928. Ken Cakes doesn't know. He doesn't know how. He gets lost, so he'll be a mile away from his house. He can't get out of a parking lot of a Chick-fil-A. He's going to be at least another mile further, parked over the side of the road. So now it goes up to the 928. It could get further. It could be 947 by the end of the night. I don't know. But what do you got going? Your channel is honestly the 927 on Thursday nights is a fantastic show. The ladies do a good job of producing in the background. And if you haven't seen it and you're watching me for the first time tonight, please go over and check this channel out. Links will be in the chat in just a minute. What do you guys got coming up?
Well, as you know, we had to entertain the Ohio people here last weekend. So a couple things going on. One, for the 927, we are going to have a postmortem of what we did last weekend and all the people we met. It was really a good time. I know I've been joking around about it. You know, it was a really good time. Yes, we got to see Steve right there, right? So, or you point at John Corndog. Okay.
Oh, I'm pointing at that comment.
Yeah, but so we're gonna have a little discussion about everything that went on last weekend and all the fun times we had. Probably some pictures and some funny little video clips of something, that stuff that we did.
Nice.
And then, as you know, for the Lily's Life itself. Actually, that's this Thursday for the 927. Next Thursday, we actually will have a guest. Next Thursday, we have Omar from
Touchyland.
Will be next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. And
Nice.
we got to hang out with him last week, and that was him and his wife Heather. It was really fun. Yeah. So we're gonna have them next week. But for this week, for Lily's Life, I've got obviously I got a couple of vlogs to put together from our whole weekend with Cakes, Manny, and everyone, and Pete, and Baker, and Steve, and everyone else that was down here. And then Lily has school off on Monday for President's Day. I've got work off for President's Day, so we are planning on probably doing a live stream on Sunday. We just don't know which park yet.
Okay.
On Sunday. So
cool, awesome.
But does not stop us from being at the parks on Saturday night for a live hit for the Clubhouse crew on Saturday night. So look forward to that.
Lily just yelled magic.
Oh, I guess we're going to Magic. So there we go. So.
Pipe down back there. You pipe down. Go check out Lily's Life. And when is the next show with her and Mandy? Do we have a date for the next one?
They said February 28th. Is that right? Is that the right day? Is that a Wednesday? I can't remember. Which
February 28th? Let me see. I don't know.
No, 28th is a Saturday.
Sorry, not that. It's not. That's the last week of February, I think. So,
oops. Last week in February would be the 25th.
February 25th. February 25th. Yes. So
February 25th Let's Go Ride.
Let's Go Ride.
I renamed that. Lily's riding all over you. That's a great show. Come in and check it. They do a fantastic job. Lily works really hard on that. So please go over
and that will be. What are they doing? They're doing Pirates of the Caribbean. That's their focus.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
She fits right in with a pirate throwing swords and everything. It works out great.
So Steve might be a guest. I don't know.
There you go.
Just for
hey, hey, Ken. Before we go to Doug, can you confirm or deny? Doug said this morning on his stream that he did not tell Lily to hit me on Saturday, and I think he's lying.
Well, first off, I'll let Jenny answer this because you can believe her. So I'm just going to stay out.
Yes.
I plead the fifth. I have no contest.
I plead the fifth. You know what that means? She can't incriminate herself, Steve, so you know what that means, right? So it's just...
All right.
There you go. Yeah.
Doug. Fair enough.
Doug, in the morning, you got to deal with Steve. Tell everybody about that show.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun. There's not many people that say that they can have fun with their brother every day and see them even though you're 1,000 miles apart.
Yeah.
Now I did tell Lily to smack Pete in the back of the head. I did not tell her to hit Steve this time. So
there you go.
That's clear that up.
Doug's show is coffee talk on his channel, everybody, for those who are new.
Yeah. Coffee talk with Doug. We have a good time. I cover Disney news. I cover, who's live for the day from the Disney community. But yeah, we have a good time. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just blah tonight.
Okay. Check out.
It's getting to Doug's bedtime.
Yes, it is.
It is. No coffee talk tomorrow.
No talk tomorrow. Okay.
I'll be back Thursday.
Be back Thursday. Okay.
Sally.
make sure you're checking out all of these great friends here. A couple of things here, real quick. Friday, I want to remind everybody we will be spinning the wheel on our Friday news and merch show to give away the prizes for all those who donated to the charity. Every time you donated $25 or $20, every time you donated $20, you got eligible to win some of the great prizes that we're going to give away. For anybody who wins those prizes, sorry, that's giving me a heck. For anybody who's won those prizes, or anybody who also has won prizes from our Wednesday show, I will be working to get those out over the next week and a half. I want to do it all at once. I haven't forgot it, just making sure that's at top of mind. Also, outside of Friday, we'll be back Saturday doing another episode of this show. Doug and Mandy will be back. So we'll be back Saturday for this. Friday, I will also have an update. I've had some people ask me about what's going on with Medically in the Hand because I've been up front. I'll give out what information that I want to share. I'll do that on Friday as well. And then Saturday, we're back with a brand new Triple C show. And the ladies will have in Benny and Neri of Not So Scary Mary. So that should be a lot of fun and an enjoyable show. They are very nice people. If you haven't met them yet, please be prepared to come over and check out Sunday night with the Triple C show. I can also tell you that we are booking now for the Triple C show. Hello, Linda B. We are booking now for the Triple C show into August of this year. That's where it's at right now. And I've got people reaching out left and right that I've still got to get back to. So it wouldn't surprise me if in the next month and a half, we end up closing out the full year for that because it's people want to get on that show, which is great. Yes, Doug.
Can I show something?
Sure.
Monorail Molly got this for me.
Oh, look at that.
That is a print from Christopher Ominga.
Ominga, yes.
Who you're gonna have on your show.
He's a great artist. Great artist. So there you go.
Yeah,
Again, thinking
awesome.
of you and getting that one. I should also tell you, Doug, that one of the prizes for the August event is a Dutchyland Paris package. And in there are specialty Donald Duck. They're kind of like ears, but it's unique. I'll show them on Friday. As soon as I saw them, 3 people said to me, "Oh, Doug's going to want those." So pretty cool stuff there for that on that. So that's where we're at. I appreciate all you guys coming in tonight. I do like this show and what we're doing.
Thank you, Pete.
Sitting and having
Thanks,
fun
Pete.
and chatting and laughing. Again, to anybody who might be watching, my friends, Jen and Ken, did absolutely love their time with our friends from Ohio. That was a joke, as we put out that PSA at the beginning. They are jokes. We do try to have fun. I don't need anybody reaching out to Ken, reaching out to Cakes and telling them how they were doing. It's a whole lot of love, and I'm sure they're already counting down.
Oh, I already texted Cakes.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Steve, for being belligerent and destroying things.
Yeah.
We've already got things lined up, I'm sure, for the next time they're all down there, and I am hoping and praying that if everything can go well with me medically, that I will be allowed to be down there as well. Although I might be by myself, so that'll be interesting. Doing a whole thing by myself with no kids or anything there. So we'll see how that's all going to roll on everything. But more to that on Friday. Let's go out of here. I want to say thank you to a couple people that support our channel on a regular basis, and we'll give you a couple bumpers on the way out. And then, of course, we'll have to remind Doug that we're still live or ending the show or all that. You won't believe how big it is.
That's what she said.
That's the slogan to my new pin frames.
Oh, my God.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
If you're looking for bracelets made with love, it's KT Designs and Crafts Company. Does an amazing job with various bracelets from Disney and other content variables. Check out the Etsy shop located right here on the link provided by our moderators. You can get them made today and shipped out to you really quick. Katie supports the Pete McDevitt Show, and we say, hey, go out and support KT Designs and Crafts Company, handmade with love.
Rob and Melanie Striffler by Dream Vacations is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Our travel agency's knowledge of Disney products has earned us the distinction of being named an authorized Disney vacation planner. We were given this special designation by Disney as a result of our agency's ongoing focus and commitment to planning customized magical trips to Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, and other Disney vacation destinations worldwide.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through.
Hi, I'm Zippity Doo Dog.
And I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hey everybody, it's Pat from Rope Drop. Welcome to the Pete McDevitt Show. We'll be back in just a minute. I've got to go dry off. It's soaking here today. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back soon.
Hey, this is Piano Rob. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and unlike Muppets, we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, Lawrence from the Disney Streamer Network here. Just want to say you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I had a friend who wants to say something here. No? He's a little camera shy right now. Anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. More fun ahead.
Hi, I'm Zippity Doo Dog.
And I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hey, it's Tim and Jen Tracker, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Jackie with Super Enthused. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello, this is Jennifer Caruso and
Main Street Nick,
coming to you from Disneyland, California. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure you've given him a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you know when Pete goes live.
Hi, I'm Lily from Lily's Life.
And I'm Zippity Doo Dog, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Who are you going to hit today?
Oh, ow.
Oh, unbelievable.
I love you!
That's Cakes.
That's Kenny J.
And we're the 927 with Cakes.
And Kenny J.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
It's wonderful.
That was in the script, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. We earned our $10. Let's go get a rip your float.
Cool.
Hey, this is Bob from Berry Place 28 and the Park Streamers Hangout, and you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hi, you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and I'm Chris, the Disney Baker. Pete's on a break, and he'll be right back.
It takes you so damn long to do a bumper.
Doug, we're ending. Why does it take you so damn long to do a bumper?
Are we done?
Yeah.
Are we done?
I'll come back and ask and do it one more time. And Doug, you just say, are we done? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Are we done?
Dan, hold on. Dan, I'm coming back. I want you to go. When I come back, go. You know, we had to entertain these people from Ohio. That's it. Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
We had to entertain these people from Ohio? I don't know.